very close race. As we got to the very end, one thing that you will notice is that our co-valedictorians, there's a separation of .01. That was amazing. So it was amazing just to see how these students had performed. And so it's my privilege to introduce all three of them. I will start off by introducing tonight's Salutatorian. Now, the way that I get to do this is I ask the parents to write a biography of their child. Some of this, I must say, you may be surprised by. But others of it, you'll be amazed by. So let me go ahead and start with our Salutatorian for the graduating class of 2012. We'll start with Mr. Ryan Flynn. Ryan's first word was light. Ryan shares his birthday with our first president, George Washington, and has always aspired to be as fine a young man. Ryan will not go to sleep without reading his Bible. He cannot go to sleep if there's a spider in the room. Ryan's first love was baseball, the game which has inspired him to do his best since he was 5 years old. Three of his most beloved baseball coaches are present today: Don Christensen, Chuck Leinhardt, and of course his dad, Coach Mike. One of Ryan's greatest memories is when he and his family were invited to be at the 2006 Little League World Series, where his dad was presented Little League's Coolest Coach of the Year award. Now that says something. That says something about how parents play a part in the education of their child. That it's so important that a parent is put into a biography. Now you know how this young man was formed. Ryan began playing the guitar when he was 7 years old. He is an accomplished flamenco player and classical guitarist, and has also performed numerous concerts in the Tri-Valley area. Ryan is especially proud of receiving 2 UC Regent Scholar Awards this year, the Elks Most Valuable Student Award, and the AT&T Foundation Scholarship Award. He was accepted by 7 prestigious universities and is proud and honored to be attending UC Berkeley this fall, where he will major in economics and minor in applied math. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the 2012 Salutatorian, Mr. Ryan Flynn.
Thank you all very much. Esteemed classmates, teachers, mentors, administrators, friends, and family, good evening and welcome. I am honored and humbled to stand here before you all to pay tribute to this very special occasion in our lives and to speak to the experiences we have shared in our time at Valley Christian High School. First and foremost, there are some people I would like to thank. I would like to thank my parents for raising me in a positive and loving environment, and for always encouraging me to be the best that I can be and to make wise choices. I always thank my teachers and the staff at Valley Christian for inspiring me and equipping me to succeed not only in school, but also in life. I thank my friends for the gift of companionship and motivation, and above all, I thank God for blessing my life with so many remarkable people and the gift of such a fine education. I would of course be remiss if I did not thank Celestine and Josh, because without them and their convenient tie, I would not have had the distinction of being your salutatorian, nor would I have had the privilege of writing this extra homework assignment. As seniors, we are encouraged to embrace the future. Indeed, we are all excited to move on to bigger and brighter things. But in looking to the future, let us not abandon the lessons we have learned from the past. Let us instead tuck them away safely in a pocket and know that they are always there. In our days here at Valley Christian, we have been nurtured, disciplined, encouraged, directed, comforted, and enlightened. Here we have become artists, athletes, scholars, photographers, actors, musicians, and examples to our underclassmen. Here at Valley Christian, we have struggled, persevered, failed, and triumphed. Together we have laughed, cried, prayed, and made memories that time and distance cannot destroy. May we always remember the people who have been a part of our lives here and the lessons we have learned from them and with them. Without question, one of the strongest attributes of a Valley Christian education is the caliber of instruction its students receive. Let us never forget the valuable lessons we have learned from our teachers. I, for one, will never forget Mrs. Reed's biology class, where we learned that the school drinking fountain is one of the dirtiest places on campus. Or Mrs. K's memorable physics lesson, in which she gave us all a courageous, hands-on example of why it is not okay to complete an AC current with very little resistance. I will also never forget Miss Ruff's lessons in the significance of uncompromising morality and integrity, nor will I forget Senora de Hope's unfailing encouragement and support for all of her students. And never will I forget the incredible Mr. Fleming, who has taught us all that real teachers don't need any sleep. I have been blessed with some amazing friends and classmates in my years at Valley Christian. I first came to Valley Christian as an 8th grader, and on that first day, I was terrified. I remember walking up the steps wondering if anyone would talk to me, if I would have to eat lunch by myself, and if I would ever make any new friends. All those fears vanished when Josh Smith found me that first day at lunch and went out of his way to welcome me and introduce me to everyone he was friends with, which was everyone. Josh was my first friend here, and he has remained a true and loyal friend. Kindness and acceptance have always been two of the most outstanding attributes of the class of 2012. I hope you all hold on to these strengths, as they will always serve you and others well in life. Speaking of kindness and acceptance, I still find it hard to believe, after showing up in that dorky Batman costume at our 9th grade Sadie Hawkins dance, that Maddie McLeave would ever want to go out with me. But here I stand, 4 years later, still reveling in the fact that here at Valley Christian, I found my best friend and the girl of my dreams. It has truly been an honor to share the halls of Valley Christian High School with all of you, and I thank you all for the memories and for the friendship. In attending a Christian school, we have all been blessed with the opportunity to learn about, speak about, and serve God openly. We have had the privilege of worshiping Him in a chapel environment, and throughout the years, we have been exposed to many amazing and inspirational speakers who, without question, have changed the lives of many in our school. I am sure that many of you, like me, will be moving on to larger secular schools next year. I ask you to never forget who it was that got you there and to continue living your life honoring Him. For the past 17 or 18 years, we have been surrounded in love, kept safe and secure, and guided throughout all of our days by our parents. They have molded us to be the people we are today, and their impact on our lives will remain with us no matter where we go. We have learned some of our most valuable lessons from our parents. Though it is sometimes difficult for us headstrong teenagers to accept the wisdom they impart on us, we all realize that it is given with great intent, and we all know in our hearts that their advice comes from experience. May we always remember to show them the love and respect they deserve, and to be grateful for their unending love and devotion. Finally, let us always remember and be grateful for our greatest teacher, experience. While we have the ability to learn from others, we are often hesitant to do so. Oscar Wilde said, "Nothing worth knowing can be taught." It is usually the case that in order to truly learn a lesson, we must experience our own successes and failures. I am certain that there is not one of us on this stage who can say that he or she has not made a mistake once during high school. We have all done things and said things which we wish we hadn't, yet it is these experiences which have taught us the most and have allowed us to grow in character and to improve as human beings. As we move into this next chapter of our lives, let us never forget our mistakes. Put them in that pocket too. Let us not dwell on them, but know that they are there, to serve as reminders that we are not perfect, but that through our imperfections, we have grown. So let us not simply let the past be the past. Let us honor and treasure our past while looking forward to our tomorrows. Let us not forget that it is our past which so often dictates our future. Let us forever remain firm in our beliefs, stand up for those beliefs, and stay true to who we are. I thank you all for the memories and experiences we, the Valley Christian class of 2012, have shared. May God bless you all and keep you, and continue to guide and protect you until we meet again. Thank you.
It is now my privilege to introduce our first co-valedictorian, Ms. Celestine Jaron. Celestine was born in Norway, but she lived in the East Bay for most of her life. Celestine has challenged herself academically over the years with both high school and community college classes, receiving several academic honors in the process. As an AP Scholar with honor, an NHS member, and a National Merit Scholarship commended student, Celestine also received the High School Chemistry Award from the State of California section of the American Chemical Society. When not in the classroom, she is making waves on the volleyball court. Named Valley Christian's Women's Varsity Volleyball MVP and honored with both the All-League First Team Award and the All-Tournament Team Award for the BCL. She loves to write and has also actively participated in ASB and school plays. Teachers here at Valley have honored her with a Christian Character Leadership Award and a Servant Christian Character Award, and she was granted the Good Citizenship Award by the Daughters of the American Revolution. Celestine brings light and joy wherever she goes. She is compassionate about people, especially those who may be overlooked, and God has put into her heart to fight the rights of the abused, especially against women and children. At a young age, she started serving in a homeless shelter, and she has served as a Sunday school teacher, a VBS instructor, and Girl Scout and volleyball camp assistant. This coming fall, she will be attending Westmont College. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you this year's co-valedictorian, Celestine Jaron.